What's good, y'all? The Crosswalk, episode 28. I'm Jax. That's Cross. I had to clear my throat um, right before Christmas. So I got to get this question out the way. Are you done Christmas shopping and wrapping?
Bro, no way you just asked me this question. I have not even gone yet. I was planning on
No.
just, bro, hey, I'm planning on knocking it all out either tomorrow or Wednesday, dog. I'm one of those people, man. I just knock it out one fell swoop and just go with that, you know? What about you?
I'm pretty close to done with
Okay.
the buying stuff. I got some people that are kind of hard to buy for, but like I'm getting close. Wrapping, nah. I hate wrapping gifts. We already talked about this, but I don't like it either.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I'm not finished, dude. I'm dreading it too. I'm dreading
Yeah,
it
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
go. I'm just gonna go knock this out, man. Get in, get out. That's usually how I do it, and it works out well. You know, I feel like it's all about when I'm one of those people. I work best when like there's that time crunch and like that deadline. I'm just one of those
I
people,
knew you
man.
were gonna
For
say
real, and
that.
I hate it.
Man, some people gonna get some socks.
Exactly.
All right, so yeah, we had some pretty interesting things from a combat sports perspective, so we can jump into that off top. So everybody knows at this point that Anthony Joshua knocked out Jake Paul, on Friday. But what did you take from that fight? Like, really, what did you really take from that fight? Because I mean, we thought that this was going to happen, but like, what did you take from it?
So yeah, like this is what we were expecting going in, at least me and you. But on the flip side, I kind of looked at it like it wasn't as one side as I thought it would be, but at the same time, like we see the difference in a guy that's been boxing 4 years, boxed in the Olympics, and he's a natural heavyweight, significantly bigger in size.
Yeah,
And I think, like Jake Paul, I mean, he was doing what he was needing to do, like moving around,
yeah,
trying to avoid as much as he can. He didn't want to exchange. Like that side of it, I totally understood. But yeah, I was definitely not expecting Jake Paul to win.
yeah, no, but I mean, outside of how many double legs did Jake Paul went for?
Bro, I didn't know he was trying to do MMA, dog.
Bro tried to wrestle. I was like, man, I
Mm-hmm.
thought you had the MMA contract. What happened to that? You
Mm-hmm.
didn't do that. But
Mm-hmm.
but like from Anthony, well, I'll say this from a courage standpoint, I give Jake Paul all kinds of credit. Just going in there at all. That's literally back in the day. People would ask, "Would you go and fight Mike Tyson for $1 million?" Like this ain't the same as fighting Mike Tyson, but it's on that same level of a credentialed heavyweight fighter, and he went there and did it. Now, did he run for 95% of the fight? Yeah, but do I blame him? Not really. Not really. But when it comes to his boxing skills, no, nothing in there that he did made me think, oh, this dude can really fight in the cruiserweight division. No, nothing told me that. And I
Yeah.
honestly don't know how he's ranked number 15.
Yeah, I mean, on the flip side, though, I wouldn't mind watching him box a legit boxer that's actually his size. I think he won't be on his bike as much, and we'll get to see him exchange a bit more if he's fighting somebody his size. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really have high hopes for this fight going into it.
Yeah. And shout out to the people in the chat, Grimy, Crystal, Selmo Fun, I, Rebels, Rebel Flags Up. We'll get to that in a minute too.
Yeah, we're
Uh,
definitely gonna touch on that.
so Crystal said, "Do we know if his jaw actually got broken?" Jake Paul, I mean, yeah, it's broke. It's broke.
Mhm.
Broke.
Have you seen the picture of him like with everything all swollen and stuff?
I haven't seen that.
Ooh, yeah, it's
Is it
out there,
bad?
dog. Like he swelled up pretty good, dog.
And you know what? It felt like he really only connected, like AJ only really connected with one really clean shot, and that was the one.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
all you need with heavyweights, bro. And I think in that fight, you could see Anthony Joshua just had no fear. He gave Jake Paul no respect because Jake Paul hit him a few times, but
He landed that right hand.
bruh, he was just eating them like Tic Tacs, bro. And at that point, like you could see Anthony Joshua starting to smile in there. He like, yeah, bro, like this ain't where you want to be at right now.
As soon as he got hit with one of those right hands, he was like, if that's all you got, you don't have enough, bro. You not have enough. It was crazy. But what's interesting also about the fight, I don't know if you saw this, but like the numbers for the fight, projected numbers, I don't know if they have the for real numbers, but the actual numbers came out. And so if you look at the Canelo versus Crawford fight, a legit legendary like legacy fight, 24 million on Netflix watched that fight. This particular fight, 60 million people watched that fight. So my question is, do you think that Netflix is contributing to watering down boxing?
So I'm not going to say they're contributing to watering down boxing because the numbers tell the story. Like if people tuning in, this is what people want to see. I mean, Jake Paul's a little different coming in. He's already got a platform, already got an audience, already have all these people that know who he is, want to see him win, want to see him lose. And when you're in the entertainment business, the people that want to see you lose are going to make you more money than the people that even want to see you win. So Netflix is doing, the business as usual. They're doing what makes them the most money. And I don't have any problems with them doing that. Yeah. But at the same time, like, I think we got to make the Canelo Crawford fights happen much more. And I will say this, I will give boxing credit. Boxing has been doing a really good job the last few years of making the fights that we all want to watch. So I definitely can give them their flowers on that.
Yeah. That's really a lot thanks to Kyle Sheik, Eddie Hearn doing what he's doing. Like those guys really doing what they're supposed to do as far as like getting boxing, at least some FaceTime. Jeffrey said boxing is dead. I don't think it's dead, man. I don't think it's dead. It's different. It's different.
Yeah.
Boxing got some plastic surgery, and we all don't like it. But boxing's still out here. They still doing it. I mean, Tony Ferguson, he got a win this weekend.
Anderson
Silva knocks out Tyron Woodley. You know what? Should Tyron Woodley come outside anymore?
Bro, I don't know what's going on with Tyron Woodley, man. Just hang up all type of combat sports altogether, bro. Just go enjoy life, bro, for real.
Yeah, I think he should go somewhere and coach wrestling a little bit, to like high schoolers or something. Because like being out, I mean, I know he got a check, shout out to him for getting a check, but bruh, like he just out here just taking L's, man, just consistently. What did Grimy say? He said, if I would have known they were going to have a ring size, the size of an Olympic size pool, I would have bet the over 2.5. It was a big ring. Because, I mean, Jake out doing laps.
For real.
Yeah. So what do you think is next for Jake Paul?
Jake Paul, take some time off, heal up. Like you definitely took, a beating. Deal with that. Excuse me. And I'm curious to see if he takes another fight with a legit boxer in their prime, closer his size, or if he's going to keep doing the old retired guys that aren't really in their prime anymore. If he goes after like legit boxers his size, I got no issues with it. And I actually would enjoy that just to see how he stacks up against legit boxers his size. Because at the end of the day, weight classes matter for a reason.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I would prefer for him to do that, fight a cruiserweight, and somebody who's legit around the same ranking as him or something like that. That would make more sense. But dude, once Anderson Silva won, I was like, well, see where this is going. Anderson Silva's in the right age bracket. Like, yeah, I can totally see where this is going. But
yeah.
But on the winning side, did AJ doing? I mean, he's kind of the king of these gimmick fights. Knocked out Francis Ngannou, knocks out Jake Paul. did he do anything that makes you think that him versus Tyson Fury is back on track, or is some people actually want to see?
So I mean, I did see they came out saying that that fight will happen sometime in 2026. It feels like it's long overdue. For me, Anthony Joshua, I feel like he's a very emotional fighter. Like when everything happened in the Andy Ruiz fight and then he lost, man. Like he kind of went down, dealt with a lot of adversity, bounced back from that, but then got beat by Alexander Usyk twice,
Yeah.
and then got knocked out by Dubois. So I mean, he's been dealing with a lot of adversity. So I think whatever positivity he can get, whether that's knocking out Francis, knocking out Jake Paul, I think he definitely needs that to get moving in somewhat the right direction. And
Yeah.
then we can see what happens in the Tyson Fury fight.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it. It's a big fight, and it is overdue. It should have happened already, but might as well get it. The people gonna get paid. They'll feed some families, so might as well go ahead and do it. Uh, going to be crazy. Emma said, "I missed '80s and '90s boxing. I missed it too."
Yeah, especially the 90s. 90s boxing was where it was at, man, for real. It felt like every big boxing match in the 90s was like, I don't know, it was like a holiday. It was like a special. All of them were special. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true. That's true. I mean, and they had really big stars back then, but those stars
Hmm.
still fought a lot.
Hmm.
It wasn't like one or two times a year. It was more on the lines of three and sometimes even four if they didn't have a belt. So like it was very different back then. Different time. Different
For
time.
sure.
Um, moving on to college football because this was a big college football weekend. So Texas Tech, well, no, Texas Tech was they had a
Was
bye,
off. Yep.
but well, more importantly, James Madison and Tulane lost exactly how we thought they would. So Nick Saban said that he thought that the group of five teams should only get in if they were ranked in the top 15. Do you think that based on what we just saw with Ole Miss and Oregon destroying those teams, do you think that that's how they should do it?
Yeah, like both of those teams being in like didn't make sense. If you think about it, all the good players from those teams, if they have a good season, they all get cherry picked to go to a Power Four team where they can
Yeah.
make more money. They're gonna play against better competition to where they can get evaluated better to play at the next level. Because all these players want to play at the next level.
Yeah.
So his whole analogy also was saying it was kind of like let's take the best team in AAA and have them play in the World Series. Like that made complete sense because I mean all of the best players from the minor leagues get up to the big leagues, right? So that side of it made sense. I know the JMU and the Tulane game, man. I wasn't even really watching them too much. Like once the favorites got ahead by like 2 possessions, like I kind of had it on in the background. I wasn't even really paying that much attention to it.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, it was a scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what it is, and I think that who Notre Dame, they could have done better than that. For
Yeah.
sure. Um,
Vandy, Texas, all of them.
all of them, they could have done better than that. And just think, what if Alabama was the team that got left out? Like to think that a team that goes on in reality beats Oklahoma the way that they did. What if they were the ones that got left out? Like, how do you reconcile that? How does that even make sense?
You can. I mean, that's what Bama had to deal with last year. That's exactly what happened. Get left out last year. And, like it's very real. And I think that's why they're definitely going to expand the college football playoff just for this exact reason. Like people are going to gripe so much about it. And then on the flip side, these games make a lot of money. So I know the execs are like, yeah, sure, let's expand this, make as much money as possible. But I just don't know where college football is going by making this larger and larger. But hey, we'll see.
This is what Grammy said. If Alabama gets left out, Cross cries for a week and shuts down his channel. That very well may happen.
Oh man, hey, Friday night, bro. Like it was that the first quarter and a half. Yeah, it was stressful, dog. For real. I was at a little watch party for the game, and when Bama went down 17-0, I jump on social media. I mean, everybody's killing Alabama. Like they didn't deserve to get in. They shouldn't have been here. This is the worst team ever. And then they come back and win by 10 and just shut up everybody. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, nah, it was good. It was I mean, it definitely showed that they are more of a complete team than we thought that they were going into that, and they got some momentum. And I think that that's what they needed. Like if it's almost like the best thing that could have happened to them to be able to have play their way in if they did. And so now them going into play Indiana, the number one seed, the Heisman Trophy led team, number one team in the nation, and now they're about to see, a perennial juggernaut in Alabama. So I know that you are biased, but I'm going to ask you to give me your thoughts as unbiased as possible.
Okay, I'll I'll try and keep it as straight and narrow as I possibly can. So Bama goes to OU, gets a phenomenal win, very emotional win. So now Bama's got a little bit of momentum, and we don't have to go back very far to remember. Alabama was looking like the best team in America in October. Like the 4 ranked wins in a row, like very battle tested, been in a lot of close competitive games. And like trying to face them now at a neutral site. Indiana is going, like it's going to be, I think the game is going to be much more competitive than what people think. I know Indiana's like either 6.5, 7-point favorite in the game. And if you go look at the numbers, like statistically, the only things that are very different is Indiana runs the ball much better than Bama does, and they stop the run much better than Alabama does. But outside of that, the numbers are very close. And I'm telling you, if Alabama plays clean like they did against OU, don't turn the ball over, play smart, like they're going to be a tough out. They are so battle tested, and getting guys back in the lineup. I think if Indiana, the longer and longer this game goes, if it's a 1-possession game and it gets later and later in the game, I'm just telling you, Alabama's going to make it interesting. I'm not saying they're going to win, but I'm just saying, seeing them win a game like that, and even the Miami game, we're gonna touch on Miami as well. But these teams getting wins like that and getting that momentum into the next game is big.
Yeah. And I feel like them playing and not having a bye week is helpful. Especially if they're coming off of a situation where they played in the conference championship and they lost. And they need to get, their mojo back. Alabama, I feel like they're trending in the right direction at the right time. Southern Charisma said beautiful is a great choice of words when you were describing the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, Southern Charisma. I don't even need to know the rest. But yeah, no, I agree. And then to the A&M Miami game.
Yeah, so I did the watch along for the A&M Miami game, and man, both defenses showed up, played phenomenal, and the first half, I mean, it literally, to me watching it, it felt like Miami was just hanging on, and it's just a 3-point game, and I'm like, man, these defenses playing out of their mind.
Yeah.
A&M just couldn't string drives together. Like they would make a few good plays, and then all of a sudden it'd be like fumble here, like they just would shoot themselves in the foot, and Miami just hung around, and it got to the second half. Then next thing you know, Miami's running game starts to pop. They start ripping off some big runs, and then they get the touchdown from the freshman, Tony, and they get a big clutch win. And then something else I got from these playoffs is all the Alabama assistants. Mario Cristobal, former Bama assistant, he gets a win. Dan Lanning, former Bama assistant, he gets a win. Pete Golding, Ole Miss head coach, former Bama assistant, he gets a win. So, I mean, it's got a lot of Bama ties into the playoffs this year.
So you saying even if they lose, they win, trying to say.
I'm just saying, like, hey, every school wants to get them a coach, man, from Bama, dog. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
You see what Grimy saying? He said, "I'm not saying they're gonna win, but I'm just saying."
Exactly, Grimer, you get it.
So, speaking of coaching, let's touch on this really quick, and I know you guys have thoughts on this, but like Grimy brings up the Michigan coaching search, and you brought up a lot of Alabama coaches that have filtered out into the world. Who do you think Michigan is going to tab? Like, who are they going to be gunning for to come and fill that spot vacated by a man who's chasing something else?
So I know there was all the rumor. There's been all the rumors rather about Kalen DeBoer, the current Alabama coach, going to Michigan, and I actually think that there was a little bit to that Michigan did want him, but I think him getting that win against Oklahoma on Friday is just going to nip that in the bud entirely. But going forward though, Grimy said it, like the Jesse Minter name. I know that's a name a lot of people up there in Michigan like. I know Grimy been talking to me about him on the interwebs for weeks now. So I think that's a good name. And I know that program, they like a certain brand of football. They want to be physical, run the ball, play good defense, that old school brand of football. And like we'll see. I don't really know where they're gonna go because I mean you just been hearing so many different names.
Yeah.
And we just saw the coach at Arizona State. His name was in there, and he just signed an extension, so he's out. But I don't know where they go now.
Yeah, it's true. Shout out Chris Cushman. What's good?
Kush.
But I agree, man. I do think that Jesse Minter, that's an excellent name for them to kind of lean towards. They're gonna have their pick though of who's left, I would say, but they're gonna have a pretty solid pool to choose from of who's left. It just sucks as far as the timing. You want this to happen earlier in the year before signing day, so you can have a bigger pool of people to choose from. But it's still Michigan. Yeah, their program is a little dirty right now, but
a little. Come on now.
I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be nice. It's kind of filthy, but but that being said, it's still a desirable job, so people still want to go there. So they can get somebody, but they got to do. Man, they better bring a broom, a vacuum, some cleaning supplies, some Fabuloso, all that. So because it's a lot to clean up. But I was going to ask you about the Oregon and Texas Tech game.
Okay, so the Oregon-Texas Tech game, I think this is going to be a very interesting matchup because I think a lot of people in the South and maybe, in the Midwest haven't been taking Texas Tech serious. They think, they haven't beat anybody. Like, we don't really know much about them. This is the game where we're going to find out because we're going to see if they can handle Oregon up front, be physical, and that defense for Texas Tech has been flying around all year. So I'm very curious to see how that matchup goes. Just because, Texas Tech doesn't really play that type of football a lot in the Big 12. So we're going to see if they can hold up to that phicality of the Oregon Ducks.
Man, I see a track meet. That's what I see. It's going to be
really,
man. I see it being high scoring. I think that, and mind you, Texas Tech has some really good defensive players. I think I can't remember his name, but their end, they have a right end that's really good, and a linebacker really good. But they give up a lot of points, man. They still give up a lot of points. They just happen to score a lot of points. So I think that in Oregon, that's just what they do. All that speed. So I mean, I think that it's going to be a track meet, but I still think Oregon's going to win. Oregon is my sleeper, man.
Really? Oregon's your sleeper?
That's my sleeper, man.
Okay. I mean, bro, these quarterfinal matchups are going to be phenomenal, bro. Like, I'm so looking forward to it. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I mean, we get Ohio State, Miami, New Year's Eve, and then the other 3 games, New Year's Day, man. Like, this takes it kind of back to back in the day when you would get up on New Year's Day and just watch all the bowl games. You know what I mean?
I miss that too. I used to do that all the time. Sean Moody going with Oregon. I like it.
Okay, Moody.
Southern Charisma said the coach done crashed out, man. talked about that
Bad.
last week. Oh man, never order a Plan B via DoorDash. Never do that.
Mhm.
If you
To
learned
your
anything,
job. To your job, bro.
if you learned anything, don't do that. Don't do that. Man, what's going on in the chat? You see this?
Yeah, I see it. I don't know, dog. I don't know.
Crazy.
King AI. Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, that's nuts. Last thing about college football, Georgia and Ole Miss. Um, so do you think that this is where the loss of Lane Kiffin really starts to show?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even when they had Lane Kiffin, it wasn't enough to beat Georgia. So now you're gonna get the same game without their head coach. And I think what Ole Miss is trying to do, they're trying to like bring everybody together and rally against the whole like Lane Kiffin leaving the program, this and that. But I don't think it's going to be enough. I think that Georgia Ohio State clash in the semis is what everybody's looking forward to, and we'll see if both teams advance.
Yeah, I think that's where we're headed. I think everybody kind of probably thinks that way. But I mean, Ole Miss, they kind of they kind of have an excuse already in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
So they're playing with how money a little bit, so they can just go out there and just do whatever they can, and nobody will call them a loser, per se, because they literally lost to one of the, if not the most important person on the team. So, but I think that Georgia probably wins this going away. To be honest.
Okay, yeah. I don't think Ole Miss going to be able to hold up to the physicality and just be able to stop Georgia's rushing game, because Georgia's just been pounding the rock, and they've been playing real conservative in the air, like not taking a lot of risks, running the ball, controlling time possession, playing defense, good special teams. That's just a good brand of football late in the year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just they're a solid football team, and they've started to and they figured it out. They had some ups and downs during the year, but they figured it out. I think. I mean, a lot of these teams they've started to figure it out. Alabama, another one that started to figure it out, and I feel like teams like A&M, they never. I always thought that they were not as well rounded as it appeared.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see their back? They got him partying like the day before, like drinking.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I didn't see
I
that.
don't know if I don't know if it's accurate though. It's social media. You don't know, but it's out.
Yeah. But the thing with A&M, like going into the playoffs, I mean, if you look at their record, they were just feeding on the bottom half of the SEC. Like they played two ranked teams, Notre Dame and Texas, and they played Texas, they lost. So I mean, hey, I don't know. It's just with these conferences getting so big, sometimes a team will get a schedule like that where they just have the bottom half of the conference on their schedule, and it can kind of mask a lot of their issues.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Savage, we actually didn't make a pick. We didn't make a pick, but we can.
Yeah, and there's time. I mean, we got Crosswalk next week, and the games are next week.
Yeah. So let me do some research before we make this pick. I do know who Cross is going to pick for Alabama, Indiana. I can tell you this one already. It's not Indiana. I can tell you that.
Bro, who would have thought like college football playoffs monster matchup, Alabama, Indiana, and Indiana would be favored? Who would have thought that at the beginning of the year?
Never. In basketball, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But no, like never. And I wonder if it goes off a cliff for Indiana, but I don't think so. I
don't think so
I
either.
think they're established now.
Bro, I wholeheartedly believe in Curt Cignetti. Like, I think another former Alabama assistant, by the way. Like,
even when they lose, they win.
Bro, like Curt Cignetti, he got that swag, bro. And I mean, he come in the press conference and just that confidence just oozes off of him. And I know that filters into the team. And just like Savage said in the chat, it's gonna be Georgia, Bama. bro. I'm just saying it. If it happens, it'll happen in a championship game, and it would be a movie. That's all I'm saying.
It's gonna be a good one. I'll tell you. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. I think it's gonna be a good one. But we'll see. We'll see when we get closer. But
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea who I'm gonna pick if it does get there.
Yeah, I already know you ain't picking Bama, dog. I already know. I already know. You can't fool me, dog. I know. I know you don't want to believe. It's okay though. It's okay.
We'll see. I might change my mind. I might change my mind. Then a coin flip. Yeah. All right. So I think I've hit everything on college football. Let's talk about some professional football where these boys want to go. Man. Um. So first of all, did you see the Seattle Seahawks and LA Rams game?
Yeah, bro. That Thursday night game, that's what you want to see in the NFL late in the year. Like the game for the number one spot in division, like so much on the line, playoff seeding on the line in Seattle, raucous crowd. Like that's just beautiful football.
It was, man. I mean, it was so fun, and I mean, a lot of small things that touchdown by Charbonnet at the end. That kind of weird backwards pass, but it wasn't a backwards pass, but it was a backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Like that whole thing was crazy. And then you see these two star wideouts, doing the things to carry their team. Obviously, no Devontae Adams, but Puka Nakua. I mean, one of them ones, man. He is one of them ones. And of course, Jackson Smith and Jigba, the best wide receiver in the league this year. Um, I mean, here's the question that came from this though. So the MVP race is super weird this year. Nobody that's really just like head and shoulders above everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Just like no team is really head and shoulders above everybody else. Matthew Stafford was favored going into this game to win the MVP. He lost. Do you think that he still should be the favorite, or should we be looking somewhere else, perhaps in New England?
Man, for real, I don't know where you can go with this MVP race, man. It's literally all over the place, and it just seems like hot potato, hot potato. Nobody's really separated themselves. I mean, maybe something definitive will happen over the next 2 weeks. Or what we got 2 weeks left, I think.
2 weeks.
But I mean, I don't know for real, honestly. Like who would you say? Like, is there anybody else outside of Stafford? I mean, Drake Mayer, is that where you leaning? Is that where you going?
I don't want. I don't want to. Not to say Drake May's been playing bad. Not that it is, because I mean he hasn't. I think he has 28 touchdowns, like 8 picks or something like that. Now he's only won 300-yard game, and it just happened. Which that would be pretty interesting. The last person to have a 300-yard game and win the MVP was a person that ran for 1,000 yards in Lamar Jackson. So that would be weird. But his team, he had team success. And this is, to me, this whole thing illuminates the issue of we've got to go towards a quarterback and on outside chance maybe a running back. Like you really should be looking for the most valuable player on the team. And I feel like maybe it's just too hard for people to figure that out, people in the media to figure that out. But like if Drake May wins, and I'm still leaning towards Matthew Stafford even like the loss. If Drake May wins, like I will feel like they picked the wrong person.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it's been strange, man. I mean, all the passing numbers are down this year.
Yeah.
Like, is it just that defenses are making a resurgence, or is it just that the league is going through a replenishment of like with these young up and coming quarterbacks? They're all trying to take that next step, like your Trevor Lawrence, your Bryce Young,
Yeah.
Caleb. Like, is it that, or do you think it's the defenses and modern defenses just making it so much tougher on offenses?
I think it's a combination of both of those things. I think that there's more check downs, more, basically you're throwing these short passes that are really just runs. And so they're not getting the numbers that they did before. Matter of fact, I went to the My high school playing for a state championship, and I went to the game, and you watch the plays that they're running. So many bubble screens,
Mm-hmm.
so many bubble screens. I don't know how these quarterbacks are getting evaluated to go to the next level when all you're doing is throwing these passes. You taking a snap and just throwing them to your left or throwing them to your right. But like it's just weird as far as the offenses, and I think that that's causing the quarterback position to kind of revert a little bit. But then when you see those people that stand out and are able to make all these throws, they stand out like heavily. So I think that it's a combination of both of those things. And Matthew Stafford's from the previous era, so he will air the ball out, and you know he's more of a gunslinger than a Drake May or well, not Josh Allen. Josh Allen is definitely a gunslinger.
Mm-hmm.
More of a gunslinger than the Trevor Lawrences and Caleb Williams, those guys.
Yeah. And also like a little bit on the flip side with the defense. I think today's modern NFL defense is all about force the check down, force the ball to the flat, and rally to the football. It's like
Mm-hmm.
let's not give up over the top.
Yeah.
Let's not give over, let's not leave the middle of the field open. Let's just play coverage, force the check down, and everybody just run to the football with your hair on fire.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. That's basically what it is. So here's the official odds of the DraftKings. You got Matthew Stafford at -220, still a favorite. Drake May at +180. Josh Allen at +2500.
Ooh.
Trevor Lawrence at +3500. That Josh Allen one is actually a pretty good bet if you're gonna bet.
Yeah, that's
Pretty good one.
that's the one for real.
Justin Herbert at +8000. Caleb Williams at +10,000. Sam Darnold also +10,000. Bo Nix at +15,000. And then Jackson Smith and Jigba at +15,000. Bo Nix.
Yeah, Bo has just been just don't lose us the game, and then occasionally, like if we're in a tight situation, you're gonna have to make a 50-50 ball win.
Yeah. Nah. The MVP award is broken,
Yeah.
according to me. But what about offensive rookie of the year?
I did see that, and Grimey's got a good one with McMillan, the receiver from the Panthers. I like him. I also like the running back from New England as well, Travion Henderson. I think those two are like probably the two I would say is between right now. What about you?
Yeah, I probably lean towards McMillan. Man, earlier in the season, man, it was a Mecca Ibuka for sure, 100%. But because his quarterback fell off, his team fell off, he fell off. So I'd probably lean towards Tedero McMillan. And I said about them Panthers, man. Win this
You did,
season.
bro. Bro, you were on it early, bro. So hey, respect to you, bro. You called it very early in the year.
I did see
And Greg, now
Travion.
I did see Henderson get hurt last night too. I
Yeah.
did see that too.
Yeah.
It looked like just like he landed on the back of his head like real hard or something like that. Maybe got like whiplash or maybe concussion protocol, something like that.
Yeah, he got a little headache. He all right. Take some aspirin.
Yeah.
So before I ask you this last question, let me ask you this. So Shedeur Sanders goes up, and they go up to and play Buffalo. Not go up to Buffalo, but they play Buffalo, and they play a pretty close game. And there were some mistakes that were made, but obviously flashes, as there always are, brilliance from him. So with him being the QB1, and right now they're projected to have the 3rd overall pick. Ahead of them are the Giants, who probably don't need a quarterback, and then the Raiders, who need everything. If you were the GM of Cleveland, would you try to trade up and get a quarterback, or would you ride with Shedeur Sanders?
So if I was a GM, and I'll give you my rationale as to why I think this. I personally would not trade up for a quarterback. There's not a single quarterback in this draft that I'm just like, yeah, this dude's going to be future of the franchise for a decade. I don't think that guy's in this draft, first off. And then secondly, I think Shedeur has done enough. And the Browns have so many holes up front on the offensive line, like all these other issues. They need to start plugging some of these issues because if they go draft another quarterback early again, it's just going to be in the same situation Shedeur is in now, and that whomever that quarterback is isn't going to be in position to have success either. So you might as well start showing up other spots on your squad, and then that way you really can figure out if Shedeur can really get it done. Because at the end of it, if like let's say like you show up offensive line, you got weapons here and there, it'll be very easy to get a free agent veteran QB to come there and play.
Yep.
So to me, it just doesn't make sense to me when teams like always drafting these young quarterbacks time and time again. Like, bro, like none of them are gonna have success when you got all these other glaring issues. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally agree. I would roll with him. I'd have him QB1 from the start of the season, and try to build around him as much as I can, and then determine whether, hey, is he the one that's going to take us further or not? Because the previous formula that they've been doing, it just ain't working. And I feel
Yeah.
like Fernando Mendoza, who would probably be the number one quarterback taken as it stands right now, maybe the Oregon quarterback, maybe, but I don't think that either one of those are franchise changers, at least
Mm-hmm.
from what I see.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't see anything wrong with them just stay where they're at, picking the best player that's gonna, because they, like you said, they got holes all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Pick the best player and try to, build around Shedeur, Fannin. Um, obviously Judkins is going to be out for a little bit. That was a
Yeah.
terrible, terrible situation. But build around them, Myles Garrett on defense, and just do it that way. Build it that way. Like you got a little time. I mean, and if it don't work, and if you suck, then you're just gonna be at the top of the draft next year. And there's other
Yeah.
quarterbacks coming out.
Bro, and the 2027 draft class is going to be phenomenal, bro. You're going to have
Yeah,
Arch Manning. If Ty Simpson don't come out, he'll be in it.
yeah,
Like Lenore Sellers is going to be in the 2027 draft. Like the
yeah.
2027 draft is going to have much better quarterbacks than the 2026 draft, in my humble opinion.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right. So I mean, I think just roll with him, man. And I don't know if you get rid of Stefanski. He
Yeah,
got to go.
yeah.
Got to go.
100%. Mm-hmm.
He got to go.
And Grimy, I do think Myles Garrett gets the sack record.
Yeah.
Like and to be fair, he deserves it. But he definitely deserves it, dog. Like all the attention he gets and he still puts up the numbers he does. Like, I don't think people realize like what it is when you are the one guy on defense. Every offense schemes around like where you are predicates what the offense does.
Yeah, he is the best player in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really think that it's really that close. I think he's run away the best player in the league.
Bro, he's the one guy where like he just looks different from and plays at a whole different level from even the elite guys, other elite guys at his position.
It's weird and it's wild. Like it's like everybody else is playing on pro, but he's playing on Hall of Fame. Like, and you could just tell, man, it's just different. It's different.
Yep.
He sacked Josh Allen and then helped him up.
Yeah.
He just different, man. He's different. So this is the question that I was going to ask you. Who, as of now, from all the information that we know, which we've almost got the whole season of information, who would be your final four teams in the NFL?
So in the AFC, I'm a little tentative, but I believe in the defense. I think Denver's going to be there. And the other AFC team, I think I'm gonna go with Buffalo. I think Josh Allen, when he gets in the playoff, he gonna take it up a notch, just be a difference maker out there. And I think it's gonna come down to Denver versus Buffalo. In the NFC, the NFC, I'm gonna go with. I think it's man, the NFC West is just crazy. I think it's going to end up being NFC West. I think it's going to be the Rams are going to get there. And I think it's going to be the Seahawks. I think we're going to get a repeat of that Thursday night football. Yeah, that Thursday night football game, bro. I think that's what it's going to be. But don't sleep on the Niners, though. Don't sleep on the Niners.
I don't know how the Niners be doing this, man. I really don't. So my final four, I'm going to go with the Rams. And, man, I can't believe I'm about to say this. I'm going to go with the Rams and the Bears.
Really? Caleb Williams and the Bears.
I've been talking noise about Caleb Williams, but like, it's not necessarily just him. But if he's put in a position to do the things that he did, like that throw that he made at the end, like he throws the ball and puts his hands in his pocket as the ball's coming down to DJ Moore to win the game in overtime, like, I got to give him credit for that. I can't talk all this stuff about him and then not give him credit. I got to give him credit for that. If he's able to be that ice cold and do those sorts of things, and if they're able to have home field advantage in a lot of these situations, I think that gets them there, man. Now, I don't think they can beat the Rams now.
Yeah. And then on top of it, man, if they get home field in Chicago, it may be that playoff game in Chicago. We might get wind that's swirling and can't nobody throw the football. You can't kick no field goals. Like, that's the element of Chicago in this time of year that, you know, she can just throw a wrench in everything.
Yeah. I see Brandon Jones. I hear you about these Eagles. I hear you.
Bro, he's a Cowboys fan. Of course he ain't going to say the Eagles.
I was never going to say the Eagles. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about the Eagles is I don't trust them anymore. I no longer trust that offense. And I saw what they did against the Raiders, but the Cowboys did that against the Raiders too. So take that what you will. I don't trust that they are on the same page. I still think there's some division in that locker room, and it's spilling out onto the field. So I think that they're going to find a way to lose, possibly in the first round, which, you know, we're going to for sure have a new Super Bowl winner in this one. But I mean, it's just the talent is there for sure. 100% the talent is there. It's just they're not on the same page. Part of it's probably, you know, maybe it's Kellen Moore. I don't know, you know, because Kellen Moore's gone and they got the new OC. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, they not on the same page, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Zakin, okay, like, I'm all in on the Rams too. Like, remember I said that last week. I was like, you know, now the Cowboys out, I might just go ahead and become a Rams fan temporarily. But you know what it is, though? Like, I'm a fan of Devontae Adams. I'm a big fan of Devontae Adams. You know who Devontae Adams looked like? Devontae Adams Devontae Adams looked like you with dreads.
Oh my God, bro! I did not see that coming, dog.
Y'all about the same size too. You a little bit bigger, but yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna have to get with AI, man, to see what I look like with dreads, man.
You gotta look at it, man. You be like, I do look like him. Speaking of Uggs too, shout out to my homegirl Danielle. So she saw one of our clips on Instagram, and she sent me a message. She was like, "Hey, so your homeboy, is he cockeyed? Because he be wearing them glasses. I don't know." I'm like, "No, he's not cockeyed." I see just fine.
Hey, that's good. That's good. That's good. Make sure, bro, we're going to have to clip this and we're going to have to shoot that to her. But
yeah,
I can assure you, I am not cockeyed. I can assure you.
Man, if he's cockeyed, you know how many strikeouts he would have had? Like,
and I already had a lot of those.
Man. Hey, Southern Charisma said, jumping on the bandwagon hunt. Man, did you see the bandwagon I was on? With the Cowboys,
yeah, that bandwagon on fire over there.
I had to jump out before I, went down with the ship.
Yeah, for real.
But I'm never off the Cowboys. I'm a lifelong Cowboys fan. You know, I'm rocking with them. You know, going down too. But you know, I just think that the Rams got a complete team. But yeah, the Seahawks are. I assure you that they are.
Mm-hmm.
Assure you that they are.
Physical too. Physical.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, I didn't even say my AFC. So on the AFC side, um, I think I'm gonna go with the Patriots and Buffalo. I
Okay.
still I still
Okay.
think that when you get to the playoffs, you having a quarterback that can get you out of tough situations. That's the reason that Kansas City was able to get to where they were able to in close games. They had a quarterback that was able to get them out of tough situations, and I think that Josh Allen is a cheat code.
Bro, Southern charisma on me, dog.
Hey, and I was waiting, dude. When I saw Music Soul Child come out, and I was like, "Oh man, that's dope." I'm like, but he don't never take them glasses off. What's going on?
Yeah, for real. Hey, I thought the same thing back in the day, dog. For real.
You know what? You know what it is. You know what happened when he was a kid. He got stabbed in the eye with a fork.
Really?
Yeah, that's he. He's
Dang.
that's why he always wears them. Yeah. So yeah, he should keep them on. He could see. It's kind of all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
He said we didn't even talk to UFC. We couldn't. What we gonna talk about?
Yeah, what we gonna talk about, Graham? We got 5 more weeks off, ain't it?
Yeah, we gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Oh wow, Grimy. Really? Really, Grimy? Bro, I'm gonna have to send you. I'm gonna have to send you this picture, dog. We're definitely not putting this on in the chat though. We're definitely not putting this up right now. We're definitely not doing that. He put dreads on me.
He did. See, and you look like him, don't you?
Bro, this picture is so terrible, dog. He got my dreads starting like back here.
Oh no, that's disrespectful.
That's so disrespectful, dog.
He gave you them hang on dreads.
Yeah, for real, man.
Just,
Like,
just hanging on.
who was it? Was it Coolio that had the dreads like way back there back in the day?
Coolio had some. He had his all over the place. Just I don't even. Those are just mistakes. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We can end it on a high note. There you go. See?
No, I appreciate it. Southern charisma. I appreciate it. Thank you.
See, there it is. You got you one. MMA Anomaly, bro. MMA Anomaly.
Olin, what's going on? Hey, shout out MMA Anomaly.
Yeah, y'all sub up to MMA Anomaly. He is in the fantasy football. I think he ended up with the best record in the league in fantasy football. Yeah, he put it together. Up. I lost in the playoffs. Man, you know who I lost to? Sterling.
Bro, how?
Dude, it was injuries. That's what it is.
No, Sterling?
Yeah,
man, dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's rough.
Yeah, I'm gonna hear about it too.
Dude, yeah, you definitely go hear about that.
It's a rough year, bro. But hey, I made it to the playoffs, man. I was in the mix. But yeah, you know, can't win every year. I've been looking good. Dude. Yeah, I'm gonna need to see that picture.
But yeah, I'm gonna shoot it to you.
So before we get out of here, so next week we're gonna talk about the MMA awards, right? The best of. What all do you want to hit? You want to hit Fighter of the Year? Fighter of the Year?
We can do male women's fighter of the year. We can do comeback fighter of the year. We can do KO of the year, submission of the year, event of the year, and just go from there. And then, I mean, even in the chat, is there something y'all want us to touch on about the UFC 2025, our end of the year? Like, let us know in the chat. If y'all got something, we can definitely work that in as well.
Yeah. Nasir. Yeah, that's a classic name, bro. That's a classic name. Hey, and everybody that's over on Big Dog Chicos, we appreciate y'all being on here. If y'all can, if you don't mind, jump over to Crossover MMA and Making a Walk and sub up to us, man. We got a lot of stuff that we put on our channels not just about football, but combat sports, a lot of different things. So, and of course, we got this we do every Monday. So make sure y'all go there and sub up to us, so you can stay tapped in to our socials, everything, all that stuff, because this is what we do every day. But before we jump off of here, man, anything you want to shoot out to the people before Christmas?
Man, Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope everybody enjoys all the time off, their time with their families. I wish everybody the best. I hope everybody's family, friends, in good health. Make sure if you're traveling during the holidays, be safe, be careful on the road, man. I wish everybody the best, and happy holidays and a happy new year as well.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. Until next time.
Peace.
Thanks for watching Crosswalk. Come back next Monday to chop it up.
So please, sa whatever.